Hello everyone, it is Tara from Missu again, and today I'm on to do a little Q&A. So I posted up a little post on our Facebook support page, just asking a few of the members to send me some questions to answer on my YouTube Q&A. So I have got my little notebook. I've got a page and a bit of questions. I also put it up on my Instagram, so I have a few from there. What I'm going to start off with is actually introducing myself. In case you don't know me, I'm going to introduce who I am and kind of how I started doing nails and how I've come to join Missu. So, where did I start doing nails? I started whenever I was 17. I couldn't afford to do a course, so I got a little kit off eBay. And I used to just do like my mum's, my friends' nails, just literally in the evening. And I got myself a little desk out of Argos, because I knew I enjoyed doing nails. I've kind of painted nails my whole life. Hope you've got your little cups of tea too, watching my YouTube. But then I kind of saved up enough money to do a course, and it was a course close to home with a different brand. At the time it was like, I think £600 to do extensions. So I saved up, did that, and then I always kind of did nails on the side. So I went to college for 2 years, and then I went to uni for 3 years, and I always did it as like a part-time job at the weekends or in the evenings if I had time. I just realised that I absolutely loved doing nails, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do after uni. So I went to college and did health and social care. A lot of people think that I went and did beauty because I do nails, obviously. I've never done any other beauty qualification other than my nail qualifications back then, and then with Missu since. So I went and did health and social care, and then I went to university in Queen's in Belfast and did psychology. I then took a year out of my education and didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I decided to go full-time with nails. And to me that was such a big decision, because in my head I was like, people aren't going to come to me, like I'm not going to make enough money during the week to actually live off. But I just went for it because I knew I absolutely loved it. And by this stage I had already moved over to using Missu products. I started using Missu products and was doing it full time then for 1 year. I then decided to go over to Helen and Gemma and Ashley and Lucy in Wigan, and that was to do a conversion course. So I converted all of my certificates over to Missu, and whenever I was there, I kind of suggested to Gemma about doing, or like I kind of questioned her about doing the educator course. So I then told them I was moving over, and I got chatting and had a couple of phone calls then when I got home and stuff. And I moved over to England then in the August, so in 2019, and I started working in the Missu nail bar in Bolton with Helen, and then I started my educator training. Then coronavirus hit, all the rest. I moved home, and I now do a little bit of marketing content for Missu and nails on the side, and not on the side, nails full time, and teach. So that is my little lifestyle in a bubble. I am now 25. I know that's really young, but I feel really old. I have an 8-year-old little girl, and I have a 1-year-old little Bonnie, my little dog. If you haven't seen my other videos, you need to, if you're a dog lover. Like, she's not going to bust in tonight, I don't think, because my mum and dad are here and she's occupied probably with food. So I'm going to get into the questions. The first one that was sent on Facebook was, how long did it take you to get your nail art skills like to the standard that they are at the minute? This one, you know what, I was reading through the questions, and I'm just gonna be honest, I'm like, a couple of them I'm like, I'm not even gonna answer that. It's like a yes and a no situation. So practice. I wish I could find like a really bad, or like a first photo. If I do, I'll pop it here somewhere. But basically just practice. Do a few nail art courses if you really are struggling. Also stick to what you know, or like what you're confident in. So if you're not confident in actually drawing nail art, get stickers, get stamping kits, get foils. There is so many like ways around actually drawing nail art. People that starting out with nail art, or like they're wanting to improve their nail art courses, stick to kind of what you know, build your own confidence by practicing. So that's kind of my response to that question. Next one was, I'm like reading my little notes. Do you prefer online or face-to-face teaching? This is another one that I can't just really give you a straight answer. Obviously I love face-to-face teaching because you're with the person, and I was going to say you can build a really good relationship, but I do build a really good relationship with all of my online girls too. But I will be honest, whenever online teaching was suggested last year because of lockdown, obviously, we never did anything online before that. So it was suggested to me. I was kind of I was working for Missu doing marketing work, and because I was also an educator, it was like, Tara, this is what we're going to do, you're going to do it. I was so nervous, and I was like, this is not going to work. I was like, my Wi-Fi is going to cut out, Ellie could run in, the dog's going to bust through. I was just overthinking everything. I was like, I'm not sure about how this is going to work, but I'll give it a go. And oh my goodness, it did so well. Like, I must ask Gemma how many students I taught last year. I think from like May last year to now, I think it's like 50 something students. I don't want to just guess, but anyway, a lot of students. So many people did the online classes at the start of lockdown. Like, everyone wanted to learn something new, everyone wanted to learn how to even just do their own nails. Like, it was amazing. Love online teaching too, because I feel like people keep in touch. So like, I have your social media, I have your Facebook, I have your email, and you have mine as well. So like, you can always pop me a question. Any student I've ever had, I've never had problems with. I've got on with absolutely everyone. Everyone's been so lovely. Everyone's Wi-Fi has worked. Online too, the thing I absolutely love about online teaching is I get to meet people from everywhere. Like, I have taught from Ireland, Northern Ireland, England, Wales, Scotland, America. Was there someone in Australia? And there was someone in like Hawaii. I was like, I want to go there. And it was like 4 a.m. for her. Oh my goodness, it's so nice to meet people from all over the place. Whereas obviously face to face, I really only teach people that are local to me. Unless obviously I come over to England to do a few classes. Obviously not at the minute, but in the future. So yeah, I absolutely love any type of teaching, online or face to face. Face to face is good for some things like e-file and stuff like that. I don't think I would like to teach something like that online. I'm just actually laughing at myself. I'm wearing my friend's jumper, and she's going to watch this video and be like, that's where it is. So next one is, what made you want to become an educator? I think because I absolutely love doing nails. Like, it is such a passion of mine, and I love, even before I was an educator, I loved teaching other nail techs, like the little tips and tricks, or like if anyone asked me like, oh, how did you do this or this, or like if someone was starting out, they'd be asking me questions. Like, I just love sharing knowledge about nails because I love doing nails. Like, I'm not one of these people that's like, you need to pay me for my time and my answers. Like, if you write to me on Instagram, I will help you 100%. So I think it came from that, and also I'm like kind of thinking about the future, maybe like if my little arms give up when I'm old, I could like teach you how to do nails than actually doing your nails. That was kind of one of them. So yeah, another little question, I'm gonna like skip to it because it's about becoming an educator. Someone asked, how do you become an educator? So I had got in contact with Gemma because I was obviously overdoing my conversion course, and I kind of said it to her, and she gave me a bit of information, and then I went and actually did the educator course. So you do have to do an educator course with Missu. where they teach you all about their courses, how to teach their courses. You get your big educator kit with all of the things that you need to teach the courses. But you also need to go and get yourself a teaching qualification. So I did mine through AET, I think, an AET course. So it was an online teaching qualification. It was a lot of work, and I was actually doing a master's in uni at the same time, and it was just so stressful. So you basically do your teaching qualification, and you also do like a mini teach. So you have to prove that you can teach other people, and you learn how to deal with certain students, like learning techniques. So you learn all of that, which is really, really nice, and it's like the first stepping stone of if you wanted to do teaching in the future as well. If anyone is interested in becoming an educator, I would obviously email Gemma at missueducation@gmail.com. I would obviously recommend that you have a couple of qualifications and maybe a couple of years experience behind you, and that it's something that you really, really want to do, and you kind of know that it will go well in your area. But definitely get in touch with Gemma. She will give you all the information that you need, and I will double check that email, and if it's wrong, I'll pop it in the description, because knowing me, that could be wrong. Next little question is, how do you get or keep regular clients? So because I kind of started out part-time, I kind of started with friends and family, and then it's always like word of mouth, isn't it? And like people that you have on Facebook and Instagram. What I would suggest to people is build a really good relationship with your clients. I absolutely love everyone that comes to me. There is not one person that I dread coming or think, oh, I can't be bothered with them today. Like, I love everyone that comes in through my door. I get on with everyone. I just think build a relationship as if they're your friend, chat to them, make them feel really comfortable whenever they come to you, or you go to their house, or they come into your salon, wherever you are. Get or keep regular clients. Also, a little trick that Emma Donaldson taught me. I used to work in a salon with Emma, in Emma's salon, years and years ago, literally whenever I just got my qualification. So I think I was just 18. Oh my goodness, that was 7 years ago. So what Emma always said to me, as soon as you're finished with a client, always say to them, do you want me to book your next appointment? And you recommend obviously when to come back, 3 or 4 weeks, and get them booked in nearly before they leave. So then they have their appointment, it's done. I remember at the start that I used to be quite nervous saying this, because I felt nearly like I was pressuring people to make an appointment. But it's second nature now. It's just when do you want me to redo these? They're going to go out in 3 or 4 weeks, obviously depending on what you're doing. So that's another wee way to kind of keep them coming back, is to book their appointment before they leave. Because if they're not a regular, or they don't get their nails done that much, they might say, oh, I'll text you if I want them done again. And then obviously if they don't, that's fine. But if they have already booked, they're less likely to cancel. So that's another wee way. Another one was, how do you deal with no-shows? I have had so many no-shows before. I think also when people know that you work on your own or work from home, I feel like sometimes people don't take it serious, when really that is your job. This is my income, this is how I put dinner on the table, kind of thing. So how do I deal with it? Obviously there is more to life than getting your nails done, and I completely understand that there is other things, something might have come up. I always actually panic. So if someone doesn't show up, I leave it about 15 minutes, and then I text them and I just say something like, hi, just making sure you're okay. Your appointment was at, say, 3 o'clock. I'm just letting you know you've now missed it. I can't take you. Let me know if you want to reschedule. Unless they've done it 10 times. Not 10. If they've done it 3 times, I'm not taking them, because they've cost me money. No-shows, I'd say after the second time that they've done it to you, that's a bit of taking the mick, and I probably just wouldn't take them again. Or if you do want to take them again, I would just suggest that you text them, obviously in a nice way, just saying, look, I will put you in for your appointment, but could you please like pay me before you come as like a deposit. You can make them pay a deposit, or you can make them pay their nails in full before they get there, and just say that if you do miss your appointment, then you won't get that money back because it's now cost you money. So that's kind of how I deal with no-shows. How long did it take you to build up clientele? This is also another question that I can't really answer because I did it part-time for so long. Like I did it part-time for, I'd say, 3 years before I went full-time. 3 or 4 years before I went full-time. So people kind of knew that I did nails on the side, and it was kind of just like friends, and then friends of friends and friends' family, and it kind of just grows from there. Also, social media is such a big thing, and I'm being such a hypocrite because I'm so bad at social media. But at the start, whenever I went full-time, I made sure that I was on Instagram every day. I was posting up photos so people seeing me. I was posting up appointments. So yeah, friends. Make sure if you're doing your friends' nails, make sure you take photos. They take photos. They put it on their social media as well as your social media. Get them to tag you. Tea or coffee? This is also a question I cannot ask because I'm such a mix. I'm having tea at the minute. I have coffee when I wake up. Do not talk to me before I've had my coffee. Have a coffee, and then I'd probably have another coffee at lunch. But if I'm really, I don't know, I just kind of sometimes then have a tea. I'd say I'd be more of a coffee person. Like I would get coffee at the shop, I'd have my coffee in the morning. To be honest, I could have a coffee before going to bed because I sleep like a baby. What do you do when you're not working? This is gonna sound so funny, but I get drunk. So that is like my weekends. I swear, I know that's so awful. I'm not an alcoholic, I promise. I like to get drunk with my friends. I go out, I'd be hanging on a Sunday. But yeah, I socialise. I have a great social life. See a lot of my friends. And then obviously because of lockdown, we can't really do anything else. Me and Ellie, I don't even know what we used to do. Like, I love a movie day. Love a movie day. Me and Ellie would like build a fort. Me and Ellie had like a Marvel marathon over lockdown where we watched all the Marvel movies. Obviously not in like one day. Over like weeks because there's so many. So love watching movies, love chilling, and love being out with my friends. I do love the cinema. I haven't been to the cinema in 2 years. No, last year I went in February. I think it's the last one. How old are you? 25, already said that. Why did you choose Missu? Emma Donaldson introduced me to Missu, so big shout out to Emma Donaldson, thank you very much. Emma started using Missu. I don't know why, I don't know how she even heard of Missu, but she started using Missu, and she used the brand that I used to use as well. And so she introduced it to me and kind of said like, Tara, you need to try this, it's amazing, like it's so good. And I was kind of like, oh, I really can't be bothered, you know, completely changing over because I bought so much products from the other brand. I then didn't want to have to do that all again. Like, it is a big jump, but oh my goodness, I bought like 1 or 2 products and I was hooked. Like, their Cool Sculpting Gel, I tried it in comparison to the sculpting gel that I used to use, and it was just lasting my clients so much longer. It was more affordable. I realised that like Missu had online deals, you know, they used to do their little live deals and stuff. Obviously they still do, but they used to do them back then too. And sales and everything. Like the brand that I used to use, I used to just buy it in my town and there was never any deals, never nothing. So I absolutely loved it for that reason as well, obviously, bargain hunter. So Emma, that is why I moved to Missu. Top 5 products, and I was also asked what's my favourite product. So my top, I can't even pick one, I can't pick one, so I'll show you my top 5. First one, probably, a couple of these are probably quite boring to use, but anyway, strengthener. Oh my goodness, strengthener is my best friend. I use it on gel polish, gel overlay, gel extensions. I use it for nail art. I use it if I see bumps or lumps. It is just literally my best friend, and it makes nails last so much longer. I love it. Absolutely love strengthener. I know that's really boring, I'm sorry. Another boring one, obviously. Cool Sculpt and Gel though. And the new colours, oh my goodness. I think this is my second or third pot. And it's already like at the bottom. But this is my favourite colour. This is Nudo 1. And it's everyone else's favourite colour because quite clearly it is the most used. I just love this gel for self-leveling, for sculpting gel, the colour of it. I love it because people love it as a colour, so it's like the quickest sets of nails ever. Another one for me is Pro Gel for nail art. These are so pigmented. They are my best friend. I know I said that about the strengthener, but I love these too, sorry. And my favourite colour at the minute in Pro Gel, obviously I use the white and the black the most. Even for like French, white and black, they are so pigmented, the most pigmented gels I have ever used or ever seen. My favourite colour at the minute though is Green Tea. Oh my goodness, how pretty is that? It's like a sage green. So this one's called Green Tea. It is my fave. Another one then, my extra fine detail brush. I use this every day of my life. Every single day of my life I use this extra fine detail brush. Any nail art you see on my Instagram, any nail art you see on Missu's Instagram that I've done, this bad boy has produced, and he keeps so well. Love him. And then my last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Fifth one is the Easy Peel. Simply because I change my nails about 6 times a week if I'm doing the marketing content on my own nails. And this Easy Peel stuff, oh my goodness, it saves my nails. I don't have damaged nails and I do them so much, apart from when I pick them off. But yes, that is my fifth one. Absolutely love the Easy Peel stuff. Another question, advice to a new nail tech. One of the main things that I think is invest in yourself. Like invest in the products, invest in your time, like just absolutely go for it, because that's what I did and I was so nervous and it worked out so well. I think if you just love something, to absolutely go for it. Like always do a job that you're happy in. Another thing that I would suggest to a new nail tech, practice on yourself, practice on your friends, especially with like cutting cuticles and stuff that isn't quite, or isn't, or can be, I can't speak, can be uncomfortable to clients. And obviously some clients have like bad experiences from that. I know I had bad experiences from people cutting my cuticles and using e-files and stuff like that. Always, my advice is always to practice on yourself, see what's uncomfortable, what's not comfortable, and all the rest. Get yourself on social media, get a separate Instagram for your nails or your beauty, whatever you do. What else would I advise? Work a lot at the start. You know, try and fit people in. Obviously, I know whenever you think like when you work for yourself, you can work your own hours and it's perfect. I am such a people pleaser and I like can't say no. But it's good at the start because you're trying to get your clients in, you're trying to get more people in. So work around people, even if people can only do it in the evenings. Just do it at the start. Get them through the door, get their nails on, they'll love them and they'll come back. Try and build your colours up. Obviously, people like choice. If you only have a couple of colours, people might not come back. I started off with buying all of the 4-in-1 gels. And now there is 55 colours in the 4-in-1 gels. So I started off buying the 24 of them, I think it was. Yeah, I started off with 24 colours. And that way it was a wee bit more affordable because they are the little bottles and they're a wee bit, you know, more cost effective for us. That's how I started to build my colours. So from day dot of using Missu, I had 24 colours, which is better than just having like 10. So always give your clients choice. Also practice on yourself and practice on like little nail art tips and stuff if you do want to like advertise your nail art, just to show people what you can do. And then the last one is, what do you recommend for someone wanting to start doing nails? I would always recommend with starting at the bottom. as in starting with a beginner's course. So ours would be the gel polish course. I would always start with that. In your gel polish course, you would learn your prep, how to remove your cuticle, how to obviously put on your gel polish in a neat way, and then you learn all of your theory and your health and hygiene and all of this stuff. That's obviously really important. And the fun stuff then, putting on the gel polish. But that's what I would always recommend to someone wanting to start nails. So we do a gel polish course, and then we also do obviously our flexi press tips and our gel enhancement. So that is our brush up builder gel and cool sculpting gel on an extension. Obviously, a lot of people think that they might like absolutely love nails, and then they go and do a course and they're like, this is not for me. So always start as a beginner, basically, and invest in a couple of products that you absolutely need for starting out. Kind of practice on yourself, practice on your parent, practice on your friends and family, or your fans if you've got fans. So yeah, that is all my questions and answers. I know I didn't really answer a lot of things there, but I've done my best. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And send me some comments. I will try and reply as fast as I can. And if you have any requests or ideas for YouTube videos, pop them underneath and let me know. Bye.